Hi there, I'm Cheryl B. Engelhardt, and I want to quickly talk to you about how to set your next goal. It's so important to know where you're headed, right? If you want to grow your career, if you want to expand, if you want to level up, all of those words are all about being intentional. And yes, you're going to grow, you're going to develop as a human being no matter what, whether or not you create a goal. But if you want to be moving with velocity, it's important to have a clear idea of where you want to go. And usually that means there's a number attached and a date. So we want to get specific with our goals. I want more fans isn't really specific. In my group Amplify, it's a monthly mastermind for musicians, we talk about the champagne win, meaning we set goals that are so specific that everyone around us knows when to break out the champagne. So if you say, I want more fans, and your aunt signs up for your email list, are we breaking out the champagne? Probably not. But if you say, I want to grow my email list by 50 people before the end of the month, and you do it, that's really clear, and we're breaking out the champagne, right? We also call them whiskey wins. There's a lot of different ways depending on what your thing is. Maybe it's grape juice. I don't know. So anyway, we want to talk about those champagne wins. So now that you know that you need to have a specific clear idea of what the goal is, how do we pick a goal, especially for multi-passionate people with multiple projects? How do you get really clear on what actions to take next, bringing you to what achievement that you want next? So here are 3 ways to figure out what your next goal is. The first one is to finish the unfinished. This means that if you've had a goal in the past or something that you've wanted to achieve and you've sort of plugged away at it, but not really intentionally, this could be the thing that you say, okay, this month I'm working on, or this quarter, whatever the timeline is that you need in order to achieve this, I'm going to go after this. I'm going to put my energy into this. I'm going to focus on this because this thing is going to help me level up other things in my life. And that is a great place to start. What is it that you've wanted in the past that has either fallen to the back burner, fell off your calendar, or you really want to do it, you set the goal last month, you just didn't get there, which is totally fine. It's just data, right? If you don't hit the goal, if you got 40 people to sign up on your mailing list instead of the 50, it's like, okay, cool. What else can we do? Did we need to adjust the goal? And then you can build on what you've already done and finish that unfinished goal. The second way you can narrow down and try to figure out what your goal is you can pivot. So say you accomplished a goal last month or last season or whatever it was. Now you're like, okay, cool. I have all this space to do this other thing because I've already handled that. One example I have is a client of mine wanted to get 30 music students that she teaches. And once she hit that goal, she said, okay, cool. I don't want to spend my time trying to go out and get more students. I don't want to teach anymore. That's the number of students I wanted to teach. So now I have all this time where I don't have to promote my teaching school, that I can work on something else that I've been wanting to do. So if you've already achieved your goal, now there's new space. So what can you pivot to? And the third way you can look at how do I want to narrow down what my next goal is you can build on a past goal that you've gotten. So if you said, hey, I want to grow my email list, I want to grow my fan base, and you did hit that number, you got your 50, now it's like, cool, that worked. What did I do that worked? Let's do more of that and reset the goal. So maybe this month we're going to go out after another 50, but I would change it to 51 just so it feels fresh and there's a new energy in it. Even if you're changing those numbers by just a factor of 1, it gives a new life to that goal. Even if you're like, let's just do that again, that worked, let's great. And if it worked, maybe it's a good idea to maybe push it to 60 or 70. Change your numbers up so even as you talk about it, you're feeling something new and fresh. So those are the 3 ways that I look at choosing a new goal: finishing the unfinished goals of the past, pivoting because I've completed a goal from the past, or building on the goal that I've completed from the past. So hopefully that is helpful for you. I will give you a pro tip. As soon as you figure out what that goal is, say it out loud to someone. There was a study done by Gail Matthews, and she discovered that you are 39% more likely to achieve a goal when you write it down and tell someone else. You are 76% more likely to achieve that goal if you give someone weekly updates, which is exactly what we do in Amplify. We track our progress of our goals so that when we set them, we are so super highly likely to achieve them. If Amplify is something that you're interested in, you love that kind of hardcore coaching and community, then go check out inthekey.co/amplify. There's a wait list if the enrollment is not open. Would love to have you. So go get those goals set, share them. You can share them in the comments below and get going. I'm so excited for you, and I hope this was helpful.